This is the position we're going to be working today. Okay, so how we can get to this position? Very easily, like if you're playing X guard, for instance, like this, you see how I can catch, get my partner here. This is like one thing I like to do. Or if you one of my favorite entries, if you go to your knees, please. If my partner's playing on their knees, I keep 2 feet to the outside, right? And I'm going to swing to like a K-guard position, okay? So notice how I scoop underneath one of my partner's legs. I bring my ear to the leg and I bring my knee down like this, okay? Now, a tip for K-guard, guys, if you can't see my foot, maybe you should see my foot. This is like the detail, right? If I'm here and he puts weight on me, it's hard for me to move. If you really like put weight, yeah, it's very hard for me to move him, okay? So that if I put my foot just to his ribs, okay, now if he tries to put weight on me, I can actually use my foot to kick and start to bring his knee to my chest, okay? Now, I like to use this entry. I grab the heel and grab my bicep and I'm just pinching like this. I find it hard. If he tries to like run away from me, I find like I'm very attached to him with this grip. Just more for me than this grip. I like to go here, okay? And then from this position, you know, this is like the traditional kind of K-guard entry. And from here, everyone's gonna backstep, okay? So when people would backstep, you can go to 50-50, but I would always grab and come here. I really favor like this position. I like working from here. So this is like one of my favorite ways to get here, which we can just practice, okay? So again. Now keeping your foot onto your partner's ribs is really important, all right? Just because if you're here, you can definitely get away with this, but if they're stronger than you and they're heavy, it's hard for me to move them, right? If I put my foot to the ribs, I can really kick and get their knee to my chest, and I get to this position. Okay, now from here, you just throw your leg like this. Now guys, if they don't backstep, I don't know, some people think, what if they don't backstep? From here, you can just heel hook your partner, okay? It's very common to do this, so your partner, when you get to this kind of position, everyone pretty much backstep. And we could go 50-50, but this is equal, right? It's 50-50, so I don't like to do this. So I would always drag it across, and now we're in this position, which I find I have a really good success rate. Okay? I'll just show one more time. Okay, everyone cool to try this one? Just to warm us up. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. He was to put weight on his foot and try to get up, okay? So when we're down like this, it's a really good opportunity to start trying to attack it, okay? What I want to do, first thing, I need feet to the hips, okay? If I don't have feet to the hips, I'm just going to be trying to bridge and I'm not going to get that same power, okay? So when we put the feet on the hips, we activate like our hamstrings, our glutes, and we have a lot of power really to drive through the foot, okay? So I want my inside leg, this one, that foot steps first onto my partner's hip. The second one to cross over the top, and I'm kind of stepping and I'm pinching and I'm back heeling, okay? So it should be quite solid on the hip. It shouldn't be like flimsy, like you can just push this is not effective, okay? It should be strong, okay? And it's gonna be strong because I'm stepping, I like lift and I push and I pinch and I'm like back heeling, I'm pinching here. So it should, if he tries to touch my legs, it should be strong, okay? Now, notice I'm on my elbow. Very important, okay? I don't want to ever be like this, right? I always want to be on my elbow. And instead of like tucking and going to my shoulder, I'm going to go from my elbow and go to my tricep, okay? When I go to my tricep like this, you're basically making the foot straighten out before you even start bridging, right? Which is the idea. We want to kind of, because the ankle lock is going to be like this, and then we want to keep it going, right? Our foot can do this, and we want to keep the extension going, right? So if I go like, if his foot's like straight, and I go here, and his foot's like not even at the point, the maximum point yet, I still have to go a long way before he's even going to start feeling pressure. But if I go from here, and I go here, his foot's straight already, you know, so any pressure I do use is going to be much more effective, okay? That makes sense. So this is what we want. We want to get it like at the point before we even start bridging, okay? So I go again, 1, 2, and I pinch, and then look, I go to my tricep, much stronger, okay? Now from here, when you're bridging, think about 2 things, okay? I want your heels touch your butt and your knees to come away from your chest. So I curl my feet in, then my knees come away from the chest, and it's very strong, right? Very strong ankle lock, yeah? It's like, it's a very basic submission, but when it's done properly, it's devastating, to be honest. Like when I train, I don't know if you guys know, maybe you guys know, but Mateusz Szczucinski, he's a good friend of mine, and if he tries to ankle lock you, it's horrific. It's like the worst thing ever, yeah? So it's like, for such a basic submission that everyone can do, it feels worse than anything, right? And it's so hard to get out because it's like such a strong grip. It's not like a heel hook where maybe you can slip out and stuff like this. There's no slip. This is, so it is truly like devastating. Honestly, that's the only way I can describe it. And yeah, so it's, you're here like this, remember? I'll just do it with one hand so you show us. I don't even need to use two hands, then we can talk about the grip after. But you're gonna go, try and focus on going to your tricep, heels to butt, knees away from the chest. And then you have like, I have so much more to go. I'm not really bridging at all, okay? So now you accompany this with, you can take this grip, it's good. This is just, so yeah, this grip is good, right? Or any way I can keep like a strong, like tight grip. What you don't want to do, guys, is as you're bridging your hands to slip down. This is what I see in beginners sometimes. They've got it, and they're like this. You see how my hands are slipping down? They're like bridging, but their hands are slipping down, so you're kind of losing that tension. So I trained with Dean List years ago, and he was saying you want to hold it up high like this, so the tension's always on, which is the same idea. But if I'm here, whatever grip feels comfortable for you, that they're all going to work, right? But as long as you're keeping the grip strong, right? Like I'm not saying like blast the submission on, but the grip has to be tight. Your upper body has to be like clenched around the foot, and it won't take that much to tap your partner. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're very relaxed with your grip, you'll have to bridge a lot to get the finish. But if I'm like, he's like wants to tap right away just because this is really strong. Okay, so if I go, it's because I'm being strong with my grip. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm like really squeezing the foot and trying to keep tight with my arms. Okay, so again, we're going to be here. If your partner's like foot's quite deep, which might happen sometimes, you can always try to like. What I like to do sometimes is put my hand through and kind of just shrink away just to get like a better bite on the foot. You see, as if I'm really close to him, you can get to here. And then you can get a really strong ankle lock. Is everyone okay to give this a go? Yeah? If you've got the Achilles grip like I have, you won't get your back taken. It's only maybe if I went for a heel hook. And then you know like the back take from here where you basically, okay, it's okay, don't worry then. No, but it's like if I go for the heel hook and if you make my shoulder touch the mat this way, yeah, and you start to free your leg, yeah, like you can get your back taken like this, right? Is this what happened? Where is it? Yeah, this happened to you?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is like sometimes the risk. Okay, like you see when Craig Jones fought Kyman as well, same thing. Like we kind of standing, right? I think he just went for. You know, if you stand up, Craig was here, right? So he had this position with an underhook grip like this, and Kyman just got his back straight away. Okay, so if you lay down, I'll show you. So put me in the position. Yeah, so if you now take a scoop underneath my leg. Yeah, so I think Craig entered the position like this, and when you're like this, because he doesn't have the Achilles grip, I can turn, and you can get your back taken like this, and this is what happened, okay? So as long as you have this Achilles grip, you're safe from the back take, okay? So this is one thing. Now we want to stop our partner being able to drag our legs across, like to this, and then secondly, you want to stop him getting the knee to the floor. If your partner gets your knee to the floor, the position you're going to end up in is obviously that, okay? So basically, I'm just going to show you guys some defensive sequences we can do to make sure we can always stay like in a good position, okay? So first things first, if they drag their legs across, the main thing I'm going to tell you is with this free hand, it can push on there, but just make sure you don't get put in like an arm triangle. This is bad, okay? I think if you get here, it's GG's. Yeah, it's done. I don't know how to get out, right? You're finished, yeah? So really like make a point to always be underneath the armpit, and then from here he can grab my head all he wants, he can smash me. I feel actually, I know it doesn't look it, but I actually feel fine, okay? I feel 100% safe, like he will not get out of this position if he grabs my head here, because my hand is on the inside. Okay, completely different if he's here. Now I'm screwed, okay? Done. So Make sure, as long as you're under here, this is okay. And you can push, but just make sure your hand always kind of comes underneath again, right? Now, let's say they start trying to drive the knee to the floor. What you can do is that with your hand, is self-frame on their shin and angle your elbow on the floor. So if you try to drive your knee to the floor, like you can go harder, it's okay. You see how I frame like this? I can even do this as well, like if you try and put your knee to the floor. This is very strong at the same time. So even though I don't, like, you can really try. You grab my head maybe. Like if I just go like this and I keep these frames strong in, I feel like really safe, right? This is like one of the main details. Like if we lose this position again, we're here, our partner drags the end, we're like, oh no, I've lost the grip, what do I do? If I freak out and try and turn here, he's just gonna get my back and smash me, okay? So I have to like maintain the position, I keep a self frame, and I keep my hand underneath the armpit, okay? So your partner's trying to smash you, I just stay strong. Now, how do I recover this foot? I want my leg back in front like this. There's like a shield between me and him, right? Now he can't, if he tries to get close to me, he can't, right? So this is what I want. So what I kind of developed was, as your partner's trying to get to you, right, and you're trying to put pressure on me, I like to reach through and grab my foot. Okay, so I actually like bring my foot to my hand, and then bring it back. Okay. Now you're here, and now you can start to set your grip up, and now try to not let this happen again. Okay, but sometimes we can't prevent it from happening. Sometimes it just happens. Maybe you mess up an attack, or they're just quite fast, and we just need to be able to recover. This is really important to play this position and feel like comfortable, not feel like scared you're going to get smashed. Okay, so again, first things first, we're here. Our partner drags the leg across, and now they start trying to crush us. Make sure you see my hand underneath the armpit. I'm actually saying this is fine, but let's say he starts to work it to the floor. I can get self frame here. I like on the shin more. But if I can't get this, then this is good too. It's very strong for me still. Now, I grab my foot. Your partner can try to smash you. I feel strong here, right? Yeah, you can't smash me, right? Yeah. It doesn't look great, right? But this is, honestly, I feel fine. Come back. Okay? Then we're back here. Now we're in a good position, ready to start attacking. Okay? So I just want us to work on this like defensive cycle. I think it's very important for us to do this, right? Because if you have good attacks but you can't maintain the position, you're just going to get smashed, okay? And then you're going to blame me, you know, for my fault. So, is everyone cool? Yeah, okay? That's okay. 1, 2, 3. Grab again my leg and put it in. This is very effective for me, you know. So if you ever want to like play like the butterfly Ashi, which is like this, very effective to like elevate the foot and stuff. This is like really good for this. Right, to off balance and stuff and start to attack the foot locks. If you can't put it in, if the guy's like quite tight on you, yeah, it's quite difficult. I just reach through and I grab my leg and like I manually pull it through. Okay, so we can try 2 versions of this Aoki lock. Now, first one with the butterfly Ashi. So I'm using it to lift his leg, and then I punch and get his heel to my pec. Right, we practiced this yesterday from the inside Ashi position, right? Same idea. I've got it here now. Remember, to make this work, we need pressure to the outside of the knee, right? Remember, if I don't have pressure to the outside of the knee, it's like rotates, and I'm rotating. This is what I see a lot of people when they're first doing these. They're like ripping it, and it's the guy's eating it. It's just because even if I have this, but I don't put pressure to the outside of the knee, you see what happens, and then the guy gets out. This is what I see most common, right? If I put this and I put tension to the outside of the knee, his knee doesn't move, and then he taps right away. That's the only difference is I'm keeping the pressure to the outside of the knee. So however you want to do that, you can keep this in, but I'm just like running tension through my leg. So now it works, right? You can do this. You can even come back to crossing the feet. But when I cross the feet, my right knee is pinching. So I'm not going here and letting his knee open up. You see the difference, right? I'm coming here, and then he gets the tension. So when you're doing this Aoki lock, just remember, that's the main detail for this, is keeping pressure on the outside of the knee. However you want to do that, it's up to you, okay? So you can keep this. Again, look, I'm just going to go here. 1, 2. Like I use the butterfly hook in my right leg to just, because his foot's putting weight down, right? I can't expose his heel. Push, and now I punch. Right? So I just push his leg enough, and my arms just punch across, and now I have it set in the right position. And now you can take the grip, however you want to do this. You've got to start to apply pressure to the outside of the knee and rotate for the finish. Okay, very strong. Just remember this. Okay. Now we can do the same thing, guys, with a different leg positioning. Where I bring the knee in. Okay, this is called Y guard, right? I think because the legs look like the legs are Y. Yeah. So I bring my knee in like this, and it's the same idea. With this, guys, you just got to be careful of any counter heel hooks here, right? This would be bad, right? Imagine that you're setting up this sick technique and they just catch you. Yeah. That's gonna be annoying. So just like kind of ballet dance, like ballet your foot, and that hide it slightly. Like if I ever unlock my feet in outside, actually this goes for almost all everything we do, right? Because there is always this potentially. So just always be aware. Maybe you can always like point your toes, retract your foot a little bit. Just be aware, okay? Don't just leave it there like, oh, because you're going to get caught, okay? So I'm here, and I'm here, okay? This is a really nice position as well. And what I'm going to use my leg to elevate, punch, and then look, you can maintain this and keep it here, or again, you can just come back and get the finish. Okay, it's the same idea. We're just like a different position, right? So you can keep it here, rotate, or come back and get the finish. Both versions are good. Just I think it's personal preference, maybe what you like to do. Or all good. Okay. Cool. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Now let's look at one of my favorite submissions. I like to look at the short Achilles. Okay. So I do the straight ankle lock, but underneath my partner's knee. Okay. So first of all, let's practice maybe when they have a knee down, right? So we're here. It's a bit different. But you can do this when their butt's on the floor, when they have one knee up, one knee down, or when they're standing. Okay, that's what's quite nice about it. So when they're like this, the position I want to get to again is I want to be on my side like this, and I want to have weight off his foot. Right? See, if his foot's on the mat, I'm not saying I can't get it. I definitely can, because I can start pushing and getting his foot off the mat. But I mean, if I set this up, I want to kind of be over here. Really, this is like kind of the position I want to start in. You could play like this, right? Let's say I'm trying to expose for the aoki like we did before, but they're kind of pushing their foot, so it's quite hard to move the foot. This is when I would try and go for this one. Okay. Now my hand, I like to have my hand all the way through and grabbing my hip, right? For this one. So I grab my hip, and now like, I can have my other hand free if I need to. Right now from here, so I'm gonna go 1. I throw my leg underneath my partner's knee, but I don't just lock like this. When I do this, I get like that pocket of my leg, like here. You see, like right over his shin, and then I try to touch my foot to the thigh, and that pinches and makes it tight, right? Because what we don't want is to lock it and then pull our legs up. You pull the leg up, and we're just right back. Okay, we don't want this to happen. So I go like this, and then look, I turn my foot into the thigh. And now even with one leg, when I'm backing and pinching, it should be hard to pull my leg up. You see it's stuck. Now, you go like kind of, you want to just be able to pinch this space. Really, so triangle, I don't think is very strong. You kind of go like with my calf or like my ankle here, like pinch the knees. And then my hand is on the hip, and I'm pinching, right? Now I can use my free hand to start pushing, and you get this nasty pressure, okay, on the foot. Now what you could also do, you even thread this foot inside, so if they try to come close to you, again, this is really nasty, okay, nasty position to be honest. And yeah, anyone can do this at any belt level, right? So it's like, even the white belts can do it in competition. So we're here, and now you're going to start trying to throw this over like this. You turn your foot to the thigh, ankle to ankle, pinch tight. The position's tight. Your partner shouldn't be able to pull your knees up or anything. His foot is off the mat. You see? I push the inside of the knee, and I start to kind of like, not extend, kind of like crunch my body to the side, right? You want to try and like almost, you're not going to break their shin, but think about trying to break their shin, okay? So that's I know it sounds bad, right? But that's how I can describe it. I'm thinking if I wanted to break it right here, what would I do? I'd put pressure this way, I'd crunch this way, and you'd get it, okay? If you think about stretching the foot, I don't think you get the same pressure, okay? Now, yeah, you can even thread the foot in like a butterfly. Actually, now if you try to get around, come close to you, this is, yeah, it's very strong, yeah? This position is very, very nasty. You're seeing everyone use it now, okay? So it's definitely worth practicing. So I'm here, 1, 2, I throw my leg over, catch tight, it's on, or you come here, it's on, okay? Everyone understand? Yeah, let's practice this first one, okay? I'll show you guys the other ones, okay? 1, 2, 3, this one as well. Yeah, like push to my, under your knee. Yeah, like this, people do this all the time, like, yeah, to try and crush you again. And if you didn't come to this seminar, you're gonna get crushed, right? But for you guys, you'll be fine. So when your partner is doing this, I actually like this because now I start pushing it, kind of knee bars in, and then you can, yeah, so if you just fall down, it'll take the pressure off, but then you can try to finish it, okay? So again, as they push, kind of, you can just, sometimes they actually fall to their butt as well, and then you can just get the same thing. But yeah, so this is one of the most common. If you start playing this, you'll feel people push your knees to your chest all the time. Very like this is one of the most common defenses, I would say. They push the knee to the chest. From here, look, you apply pressure like this, and you get like kind of knee. If he stays standing, I won't do it hard. But you get like knee bar kind of pressure, like on the knee, and they won't tap from there probably, but they'll fall rather to their butt or to the knee, and then you can just finish it like this. Okay, that makes sense. So again, your partner pushes knees to your chest, and then you're in that same spot. You practice, or he's going to fall to his butt. Another common reaction. From here, you can start to turn and get this finish like this. Okay, so it's the same idea, but yeah, you can just spam it from everywhere, to be honest. So again, we're here. Go to the butt. Okay. Everyone cool to try this? Yeah? Okay guys, let's go. 1, 2, 3. I would say the second one is obviously way more advanced, so if that looks crazy to you, just practice the first one, right? The first one, so again, look, I'm here, I'm getting their knee to the floor. You can start to throw in calf slicer, but I think the back thing's probably more reliable. So grab the foot, extend. It's important, guys, you get your leg out free so you don't hurt your knee. And you can just chase it back. This is the best, this is the easy version. And then the more tricky version, it's only if your partner starts to turn and drop their hip to the mat. From here, you're going to try and put your hook in, like so. And then instead of like inverting on your neck, I go with my forehead on the mat, and I feel like you can get more power to spin your partner. Okay, so if you go back instead. So like if I go here and invert, I don't feel like I have the same power tool to like kick him over. So when I'm here, if you hit this in competition, you'll get big on Instagram maybe as well. Yeah, if you like. So, okay, are we good to try? Yeah, so guys, just practice the first one. If you guys are more advanced, then I'd say the second one's for you, but if you're not maybe advanced level, don't even bother spinning, okay? No problem. No problem. Okay? Everyone understand? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Well, yeah, like this is good. And now maybe I can start to throw over my legs for a reap, okay? Now, when I do this reap, I would say don't try with your legs because your partner's going to sit their butt on you and start to free their knee. Yeah, you actually can't do anything, right? It's not a good position. So, you want to cross your feet, but maybe turn so everyone can see. Maybe spin me. Yeah, nice, thank you. So, it's going to matter which way you cross your feet. If I cross them this way, you remember like we did yesterday, there's to count the heel hooks here, right? So be aware of this, okay? So you want to cross with the bottom leg over the top, okay? To protect your foot. And now from here, instead of triangle on our legs, I'm going to cross my feet, and I'm going to pinch my legs and kind of like leg extension, like this. So now if he tries to put weight back onto me, it doesn't happen, right? Whereas if I was like this, he can start to sit, right? Big difference, right? So I go here, and I extend, and I pinch, his knee stays aside. If he tries to put weight on me, it doesn't happen, right? Now from here, have a tight grip. I can start to back heel my feet and bridge, and you're gonna get the finish, but to be honest, your partner's probably gonna roll, okay? So as they roll, just keep it, stay with them, and then when I finish, I get to this finishing position, well, my legs are crossed, I'm back heeling or flaring my knees. From here, I'm starting to like lean over the foot, turn, and bridge, okay? Don't be on your shoulder here because you can start to slip his heel. Yeah, exactly, and put weight on you, yeah, it's not good. So make sure when you finish, you're gonna be up like this on your elbow. You're gonna lay over the leg, tuck, and then you bridge, okay? You're gonna do this all with your legs locked like a triangle and back heel mix. This makes a huge difference. If I'm here with my legs open, he doesn't feel as much at all. When I back heel pinch, now it's very strong. So, and then you get your finish, okay? Finish. Okay, so off balance your partner, fire over the top, cross your feet, and extend. Very important. Okay, from here your partner should try and sit back on you to defend. Shouldn't happen. Okay, connect my hands. And from this position, my feet back heeling. Tight and flaring my knees. I've got tension here. I'm laying over the leg. And you're trying to bridge like that to the finish. Okay, see I'm staying up, I'm not going on from my shoulder. So you could do any off balance, to be honest. You could do, like, if you stand tall, please. You could off balance this way and then go maybe. Like, I like to go wide guard here, get the hands to the mat. And then go to like this position. And you have a very strong outside position. Okay, everyone cool to try? Okay guys, let's go 1, 2, 3.